Hello guys, this is Derka. Welcome to an episode of, well, let me change that. Episode of, well, not really an episode. It's more like a how-to video. I know a lot of people who are like, I don't want to do competitive battling, but I just don't know how to make a team and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna let you guys know how I make a team. I'm not saying this is the best way of making a team, nor am I saying this is the right way to make a team. This is just how I make a team. So to kick that off, I'm just I'll show you how to do it on Showdown, I guess. So let's just go straight to team builder, new team. I'll just click new team. I guess we'll do it for an OU team. Let's make this most variety, I feel, and then we'll add some Pokemon to it. Okay, so I usually start off with wanting to choose my sweepers first, and then I usually choose my walls to back them up or whatever. So let's see what we got. We got, for a sweeper, I'm gonna go with Aegislash. My personal preference on Aegislash is a weakness policy Aegislash. With Atomize. Tatomize, that's what it is. Atomize. Give it that to speed it up. Weakness policy works as the attack boosting thing. Give it a Shadow Sneak. Actually, let's not do that. Let's give it Flash Cannon. Let's not King Shield. I'm gonna try something different. Let's give it Shadow Ball, and let's give it Shadow Sneak. So we don't have that King Shield. And there's our Aegislash right there. Bulky special sweeper right here. I'm just gonna put the HP down a little bit so I can invest a little bit into speed. Cause obviously we need that speed, and I don't like the mild nature, so I'm gonna go with this is all right now. This is all preference. Your EVs, usually there are some EVs that are preferred, that's why they have suggested spread, but you can do whatever EV set you think is right. In my opinion, that's what I'm doing right now. But if you're just starting off, I suggest just going with what they suggest. That'll probably be your best bet. Hell, it's probably better than what I'm doing right now. So actually, yeah, screw it, mild seems to be the best. And with mild, we will be done with that Aegislash. This is gonna be our nice special sweeper, bulky special sweeper with Atomize to speed him up. That's my logic behind him. And now I'm gonna choose a physical sweeper, of course. So we can go down here through this, blah blah blah, Mamoswine, blah blah blah, Skarmory, Scizor, Talonflame. A lot of people like. I haven't actually used Talonflame, so let's go with Talonflame. Let's give him a nice life orb with Gale Wings. Nice and powerful Brave Bird. Otherwise, I personally like Swords Dance. It's just, it's mad greedy, but if you get it off, basically just screw people up. Give him, of course, Flare Blitz. The last slot is basically your own judgment. Some people give him U-turn to get the heck out of there. Others give him Roost, so life, because he's life orbed. I think I'll go with Roost, just to get that out of there. Alright, okay, fast physical sweeper. There we go. There's our physical sweeping Talonflame right there. Alright, now you can choose basically what you want to work on. You might want rocks. Most people do like having rocks or something to set up with. Smeargle's probably the most versatile in that sense, but I personally like, I don't know, rocks. The thing about rocks is that now that with Sticky Web, Sticky Web is very, very viable. So you want something that can set up Sticky Web or in rocks, if you even want to set up rocks at all. So let's think about that. A good Pokemon to set up Sticky Web would of course be Nice and powerful. Galvantula. Galvantula. Item. Give him nice and powerful leftovers. Leftovers. And I like giving him sticky web. Bug buzz. What else we got? Oh, he learns cross poison. I did not know that. But anyway, so we got bug buzz, sticky web, and just stabs. That compound eyes thunder and volt switch, which is basically all you need right now. You could also run an area dose because area dose gets access to toxic spikes and sticky web, but Ariados is the worst Pokemon comparatively because Galvantula is faster. I think it hits harder too. They both have a ground weakness, I believe, but yeah. Anyway, so that's our Galvantula. We have our sticky webs that are up, and since we are running a Talonflame and a Galvantula, we need a spinner or a defogger. It's basically up to you. Usually I prefer having a spinner though because, well, yeah, spinners are usually more viable when you have sticky web. So you can run Donphan, he's a great spinner. Blastoise is a good spinner because I don't have a Mega yet. What else could I run as a spinner? Let me just go through the Pokemon that can spin. Why can't I think of them right now? Wow. You know what? I'm gonna run. Where'd he go? I'm looking for where he is because I forgot his name. I'm gonna run Donphan spinner. Donphan as my spinner. Okay. It's a nice, powerful Pokemon. Item, give him them leftovers. Sturdy. Whoops. He also sets up rocks, which is really nice. Have a spin. Stealth rocks. Earthquake. And Ice Shard. This is pretty much a basic set of Donphan. I'm not trying to do anything too fancy. I'm sticking to like basically Smogon. I don't really. I mean, I guess I could run him as that. Okay, now we got our rocks and our spinner. So because we do have a Talonflame, and since now we have 4 Pokemon, and that's what I usually like to do. I like to see the weaknesses of all of them. Basically, you want to see if how many of your Pokemon are weak to one thing, or how many of them can hit something hard. So we got Galvantula. Let's be a little pause to bring up the weaknesses. Okay, let's start off with Aegislash. Aegislash, as we all know, is a Steel Ghost type Pokemon. That pretty much makes him either resist everything, immune to something. He's only weak to 4 things, which are Ground, Ghost, Fire, and Dark. Okay, and he resists basically like almost everything else except for Water and Electric, which makes him a pretty good switch in for, let's say, like Talonflame. Nobody's going to use a ground move on a Talonflame unless they're predicting you. And if they do, I get my weakness policy boost anyway. As you can see, weakness policy very, very effective against people who actually do like to predict against you. Okay, and yeah, he's weak. So basically, he's only weak to Ground, Ghost, Fire, and Dark. Now we gotta see who can cover him. We have Talonflame. Talonflame can come in on a Ground type move as it's immune to it, and just set up a Swords Dance. But you have to remember that with its 4 times weakness to Stealth Rocks, you don't want to switch it in when there are rocks on the field. Obviously, it'll be taking 50% damage, and I am running Roost, but there's no reason for me to waste a turn just roosting. But yeah, he's weak to Rock, Water, and Electric. Electric, I can switch Donphan into. Water, I can switch Galvantula into. And Rock, I could switch Donphan or Aegislash into. So Talonflame is pretty safe, a pretty safe bet in my opinion. And Galvantula, okay, Galvantula is a nice Pokemon, only weak to Rock and Fire. It's basically damaged normally by everything else except for a couple. I think it has like 4 resistances. All these resistances will be on, the video once I upload it. I think he's weak to, he resists Fighting, Steel, Grass, and Electric. So good switch in for Talonflame. Good switch in general for against a Fighting move. I don't know what they'd be using a Fighting move on, but maybe they use Odor Sleuth. I don't know. I don't know. I should actually do this real quick. I'm gonna run a different set. Actually, nah. Let's just do that. I don't need them bulky. I got lefties. Yeah, so that's basically all Galvantula is good for. He covers everyone else. This team I'm making off the top of my head, so I apologize if it doesn't get put into practice as well as I'm saying it should be. But anyway, Donphan, nice and powerful Pokemon. I think it's borderline, and it's weak to water, grass, and ice, which basically means I can switch Aegislash in on a water move or Galvantula. If it's a grass move, easy to switch in. Any of these Pokemon can switch in. If it's an ice move, any of these Pokemon can also switch. Actually, I'd rather Talonflame or Aegislash switch in. Once again, these resistances and stuff will all be on the screen after I actually finish recording. And anyway, now we have 4 Pokemon down. We got a nice special sweeper, a nice physical sweeper, a nice setupper that does decent damage, and a nice hazard remover who does decent damage. Now let's get our walls down. Our walls. Okay. So let's see. I don't have a huge water weakness, but Gliscor would not be the best bet in this case because, of course, the fact that it is weak to water. I'll have Talonflame, Donphan, and Gliscor who are weak to water, and that's 2 Pokemon weak to ice as well for Gliscor. But anyway, I still do like using Gliscor as a wall, but let's look around. Maybe I'll use Landorus or something because of Intimidate. Huh. Or I might use but Mandibuzz is also weak to ice, but that's okay because that'll be only 2 Pokemon weak to ice and 2 Pokemon weak to electric, which can be covered by Galvantula and Donphan. So where is she? There's Mandibuzz. Let's get Mandibuzz. Well, yeah, also people who say that, oh, you should always have a Mega on your team, that's not necessarily true. If the Mega doesn't fit for your team, it doesn't fit for your team. Nothing you can do about that. If you don't need it, you don't need it. That's all I can really say about it. Leftovers, Overcoat. I'm gonna run Roost. Foul Play. This is pretty much basic. Let's see what else we got here. Roost, Foul Play, Knockoff. And let's see what else it can learn. I'm just thinking of a good move it could learn. Iron Defense. It learns Iron Defense. Oh, more you know. Let's see. It gets U-turn. I could give it. I'm basically stuck between Toxic and Defog, or maybe Tailwind. Okay, well, interruptions. But anyway, so yeah, U-turn. I mean, Whirlwind is also a good option to get rid of sweepers. So actually, I think I might just go with Whirlwind, and I'll make it physically defensive. Yeah, pretty basic. Galvantula, Talonflame. I'm gonna run. I never ran this Pokemon before, but I'm gonna run Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur. Or not. Venusaur. There it is. There we go. Mega Venusaur. Let's give it. Of course, it needs its Mega Stone. Venusaur, it of course gets Thick Fat. And now we basically decide what it gets. It can get Leech Seed. It can get let's see what else. Can you get Will-O-Wisp? I don't remember. I know you can get Toxic. Yeah, you can't get Will-O-Wisp. Pretty sure you can get Toxic. That you can. But anyway, I'm gonna just check this out real quick. I just want to see his base stats because I've never used a Mega Venusaur before, of course. He's not weak to he's weak to Psychic, which I have Mandibuzz switch in on, Galvantula to switch in on, Aegislash to switch in on. It's so yeah, my team's pretty balanced. I'm not using any like legendaries, so I mean I don't have the most powerful Pokemon, but I don't mind. Because it's like whatever. It's whatever. So let's see. Should I make him an attacker or a special attacker? He gets access to Swords Dance. That's the thing. I'm gonna give him Swords Dance, Earthquake, and actually, let's not make him that. I'm just gonna run him as a special attacker. I think he gets Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb. What the heck is Sludge? Okay, it's the same exact thing, just different PP. But anyway, so he gets Sludge. I did not mean that. Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb. Let's see what good grass moves he gets. Not Seed Bomb, not Solar Beam. He doesn't get that many good grass moves to be. Oh, Giga Drain. There we go, Giga Drain. And let's see what else he can get for coverage. I don't like Leaf Storm, lowers attack for no reason. Pedal Dance is also not very yeah. And I'll give him Sleep Powder. And I don't want you physically defensive, I want you specially defensive, so let's just take that, get rid of that, add it to this. And so he can take a physical hit, but I'd rather him just be. I need a special defensive Pokemon, so let's see, where is it? Plus special defense minus speed. I could give him a sassy nature. Plus special defense minus attack is what I'm looking for. There it is, calm. Make him a nice and calm Mega Venusaur. Alright, and that's basically, you know, the team. I'll go over Mandibuzz's weaknesses right now. Okay, Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is a great Pokemon. It's ever since Gen 6. It's basically with the Overcoat boost. It's been a powerful. Wall and everything. But anyway, let's go to its weaknesses. It is weak to Rock, Electric, Ice, and Fairy. Okay, that's a decent amount of weaknesses. But so we have 2 Pokemon weak to Ice. That's not too bad. He is really our only Pokemon weak to Fairy. And we have Pokemon to deal with Fairy types pretty easily. We got Aegislash and Mega Venusaur. And most Fairy and you're usually gonna see, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, you won't see anything too, like, you know, crazy. Why can't I find that you know, that little Flowers evolution? I can't remember its name for some reason. Ah, wow, but yeah, you'll see that, but a Mega Venusaur Sludge Bomb will be more than enough in Aegislash. Actually, I wouldn't use Sludge Bomb, I'd use, like, Donphan or something. So we got, you know, a decent spread of attackers and special attackers. But anyway, back to weaknesses. Since it is also weak to Ice, we have 2 Pokemon weak to Ice. Not too bad. You can switch Mega Venusaur in who's neutral to it, and especially defensive. Or Talonflame, or Aegislash. Aegislash probably being the best one. Electric, being weak to Electric, I can switch in Galvantula, Donphan, or Mega Venusaur. So that's perfectly okay. Fairy, switch in Aegislash, switch in Talonflame, switch in Galvantula, or switch in Mega Venusaur. There's a huge, and Rock, switch in Donphan, Aegislash, or Mega Venusaur. And yeah, let's see if we can put this team into practice. I'll pause till I get a battle. Alright, and Mega Venusaur. So let's go over Mega Venusaur's weaknesses real. Okay, looking at Mega Venusaur, yeah, this is an afterthought. I forgot to go over Mega Venusaur in the beginning. But anyway, looking at Mega Venusaur, he is weak to Flying and Psychic. That pretty much is all he's weak to. Before he turns into Venusaur, though, you know, he doesn't have Thick Fat, so he'll also be weak to Fire and Ice. For Mega Venusaur, I feel like there's no reason not to Mega Evolve when you can. That Thick Fat bonus there's nothing wrong with the Thick Fat bonus, in my opinion. You'd want it as soon as possible, I feel. Yeah, since he is weak to Flying and Psychic, though. For Psychic, we have Mandibuzz, Galvantula, and Aegislash, all we can switch into. For Fire, we have Donphan we can switch into, Talonflame and Talonflame we can switch into. Those are pretty much the 2 main ones I'd switch into. I wouldn't want to switch anyone else in, but of course this is only if I haven't Mega Evolved yet. If I am Mega Evolved Mega Venusaur, I'm taking a flamethrower, I'll eat it up and then hit back with a Sludge Bomb or a Sleep Powder. But anyway, the 2 main weaknesses for Mega Venusaur, just remember, are Psychic and Flying. Flying can easily be, you know, I can switch into Aegislash or Donphan or Mandibuzz for a Flying hit. And for a Psychic hit, I can switch in Mandibuzz or Aegislash or even Galvantula. So there's some pretty good coverage going on, in my opinion. And yeah, now you can see a battle of us putting this team into practice. Okay, we found a battle. This is as you can see from his team, he's got a Goodra, Halucha, Metagross, Greninja, And Dragon Knight, I'm thinking he'll want to lead off with his Dragon Knight, and if he is gonna, I mean not Dragon Knight, Charizard, I can't really call it a Dragon Knight. If he is gonna lead off with his Charizard, I feel like Donphan would be the best bet. So let's see if my prediction is right and he does lead off. Ah, you too. And I was wrong, he leads off with Greninja Ninja, and those noises are way too loud. Since he is leading off with Greninja Ninja though, I can't really do anything. I'm gonna hope he predicts me and goes for the Dark Pulse, but he has no reason not to go for the Scald or Surf, whatever he's carrying. Extra Sensory, okay, that's fine. Atomize. I'm okay. Okay, that's interesting. He might be going for the Earthquake. If he is, I'm just gonna Atomize again. Hopefully I can live. And that should... Yes, that's exactly what I needed. Shadow Ball. It's not gonna kill because I resist that. And that's a dead Metagross. Yeah, you guys might be wondering, like, you sure that was the best move? You took a lot of damage for no reason. I'm like, but this type of build, you can't. Now you gotta go big or go home. He's probably gonna go for the Shadow Sneak, so I'm gonna do the same. Oh no, he went for the King Shield. That's perfectly okay. I'm a special attacker anyway. Let's see what happens. 100% dead. I'm perfectly okay with giving up my priority. He can. I was scared that he'd go for the Shadow Sneak, and he didn't. So whatever. If he didn't do it the first turn, he wasn't going to do it the next turn because he knows I'm faster. He was hoping he'd live. There's Greninja Ninja back in. Since Greninja Ninja does resist Shadow Ball, I'm just going to go straight for the Flash Cannon. He basically H-Slash is basically my suicide sweeper. See how hard I can hit until yeah. See how hard I can hit until I hit something. He resisted that too, just saying. Just saying, he resisted that. So I basically took down 3 of his Pokemon with my H-Slash. Looking at his team, there's no reason for me not to go into Donphan. I can get my rocks up now, and yeah. The worst thing is Lucha can do... He could switch out Charizard. If it's a Charizard Y, he can just Solar Beam me. But, like, I'm not that scared of that. I'm gonna wait for him to make a decision. Anyway, I mean, of course, it's Pokemon. It's a predicting game. I had to predict him to, you know. I was actually hoping he'd go for the Dark. I don't know why he went for the Extra Sensory, but I guess he was predicting my Venusaur to come out against his Greninja Ninja, which doesn't really make much sense. Alright, that's good. My Donphan's out. I can get my Stealth Rocks up for free. Okay, that's an interesting little set. That's actually that's cool. I like seeing new sets a lot, so I'm just gonna go see how much this does. It doesn't do anything. Okay, he's gonna do that. Let's go for an Earthquake. Whittle him down a little bit, cause I'll just Whirlwind him out later. It doesn't really matter to me. Maybe he's going to +4. This could be a really bad play or a really good play. Just go straight into my Mandibuzz. Alright, yeah, he went for the +3. Look at that defense, 339. I'm going straight for the Whirlwind. Get him out of here. Okay. That's gonna dig right into you though. Come back out. Hello. He probably didn't want to take a foul play, because he was probably saw that coming. The foul play, which was good on his part. I actually wasn't even thinking about that. That should knock off his leftovers. And since he does have the Rock Slide, I'm just gonna go straight into you, Venusaur. That's perfectly okay. Cause you are a special. I mean, you do have great special defense though, Gudra. But let's put you to sleep real quick. And now let's hit you nice and hard. Give me the leech seed. There's no reason for me not to go for a sludge bomb. Everything on his team takes neutral damage from it, and you never know. Never say GG early, guys. Just I don't think it's nice. Never know. And yeah, that's a dead Gudra. Because yeah, Gudra's not taking. Okay, Gudra's not gonna. Yo, did you just? This is my specially defensive Venusaur. You guys all know that. I hope. Let's go for another sleep powder. Oh, it has acrobatics. Dang, dangerous. All right, let's get that leech seed up on it. And just nice. Acrobatics didn't do that much. Yes. Okay. Pretty much safe. Oh, he's dead. Oh, citrus berry. This guy's running his own, interesting set Pokemon. Another acrobatics won't. Oh, okay. Oh, he ate a citrus berry. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a dead Halucha though. He's not taking a nice shard, and if he switches out, I mean, it's gonna die to rocks on his way back in. But yeah, as you can see, making a team is half the battle. Predicting with that team is the second half of the battle. I think I'll just do one battle just to showcase the team and the fact that my team building is actually working, which, trust me, I'm quite surprised of myself. We got Charizard. Oh my god, that damage, that rock damage. That was also a main reason I really wanted to get my Stealth-Rox up. It is a Megazord. Okay, it's the weird set or whatever. 10% solar beam. Okay. It's not gonna take a brave. It's not gonna live a brave bird. That's what I want to say. There we go. Yeah. There we go. GG. I think I'm still really low on the ladder, but this guy wasn't that bad. He was running his own fun sets. Yeah, I just wanted to showcase. Like, I hope this video helps you guys who, basically are like, I really want to make a team for competitive battling, but I'm just not too sure on how to. You basically summarize the whole, TLDR basically. This is what you do. You make your team. You basically decide what you want, what hazard you want on your team. If you do want hazards at all, you want to know like what Pokemon gets what. Like, as you can see, I'm running an Autotomize H/, and I just wait them out. I just wait them out because they will want to hit me with a super effective move, unless they're a sweeper, because then they'll be so strong that they don't have to hit me with a super effective move to kill me. But yeah, so I Autotomize up until they hit me with like what I expect is a knockoff. Usually it's a knockoff. I took that Earthquake from Metagross. That was pretty good. So yeah, like stuff like that. You want to know how your team works together. As you can see, I had something to switch on every attack he had. When he wanted to hit my Donphan, I thought he was going to use a Scald. I was hoping for a Dark Pulse from the prediction, but he actually used his Extra Sensory, and I resist that anyway. I could have switched Aegislash in on an Extra Sensory. I could have switched Galvantula in, or Mandibuzz in on an Extra Sensory, no problem. And yeah, guys, I can tell you guys how this is how I make a team. It might not work for everyone. It barely works for me. I'm surprised I won. But yeah, it doesn't. Sometimes you get outplayed. Like you saw, I was doing some predicting. I'm still working on the predicting thing. And yeah, I'm basically going to use this video to kick off my strategy decks video. It's basically, I'm gonna basically gonna be videos of specific Pokemon and movesets that I think are viable on them that aren't used as often as you'd think. Like I'm probably gonna try to avoid or compare them to Smogon movesets. If you guys think that's a good idea, hit me up in the comments. Be like, yo, that'd be cool if you showed me some different movesets, so I'm not like a generic thing. And hell, if you use different movesets, people won't expect you. Like that guy we just battled, he had a Gudra with Curse. Was not expecting that. I was kind of scared of it, but I had my Mandibuzz with Whirlwind, so it worked out pretty well in the end. But yeah, guys. Anyway, if you enjoyed, or you learned something, hopefully that's what was the point of the video. Leave a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Show it to a friend who's also maybe thinking about getting into competitive battling but doesn't know how to. And if you thought it was helpful, he might think it's helpful, or she might think it's helpful too. Also, Twitter in the description. If you want to follow it, go ahead. You'll be kept up to date. And yeah, this is Derka. Peace.